day is a bad day, yeah, for cruising or for the passengers that have arrived in Lisbon. Look at this, such a fog day. If you were planning on doing some sightseeing, I don't think it's a good idea. Well, let's see what we can do, but don't allow this to disappoint you. There are still a couple of things we can do. We can either go shopping. It's always good to go for a shopping day. It's probably not the best. Or we can go and see some museums. We don't want to lose too much time. You don't want to be running to get back onto the ship, do you? And be one of those that miss the ship. So let's try and do something nice, yeah? Oh, I'll be losing the ship. Let me get back in a hurry. Oh, tough luck. This is a transatlantic. Next stop, Miami. The ship has gone. Police. Really incredible, all this fog. My God, look at this. But let me tell you a nice story with the fog here in Lisbon, because the Portuguese have a good image of the fog. The story about the fog relates to one of our kings, Sao Sebastiao, where in a war, in a battle, he lost himself in the fog. And as Portuguese, we still believe that Sao Sebastiao will come back to us from the fog. So it is actually nice, and maybe if you catch the fog here in Lisbon, you might have an opportunity to see one of our old kings pop up, and it will be the return of the king. Will he get the rings of power? Well, we can rule out going to the beach. I think that one for sure. Anyway, it's January, so do expect some weather like this from time to time. Eventually we are lucky, and in the afternoon we'll have no fog. Let me just walk you to the underground station, where you'll be able to pick up the underground that will take you to the best shopping areas or the shopping malls. As you get out of the ship, we basically have two options. Either you go right or you go left to get the underground. But since in some of my previous videos I've shown you going right and get the underground at Santa Apollonia, now I'm turning left, and I'll show how to get the underground in another place, which is Terreiro do Passo. If you are just walking, Santa Apollonia is good when you have big luggage. So to do the disembarkation day or embarkation day as you come by. Now, Terreiro do Passo is, as you just are touring and you stopped here for the day, and this is a port of call, then Terreiro do Passo probably is nicer because it's got a nicer view. Well, not today because of the fog, but in general you'll be able to see some more things. And if we were not going to see museums or shops, we would definitely go in that way and do some sightseeing. There are quite a few tours that depart from here, which is nice. As you can see, there's quite a few of these ships around here, and this will allow you to see some sightseeing of Lisbon from the viewpoint of the river. Okay, here we are at the Terreiro do Passo. We just arrived here, so just a few meters walking. This is where the ferries come from the other side of the river, and we have here the underground station, as you can see, with this little M, which is missing a leg. I think they have made this design on purpose, saying that the underground is always in evolution and in construction. Let's check out to buy the tickets. These are the machines where you can buy your tickets, but to be honest, if you've got a credit card, and hopefully you do have, because you needed to give the credit card for the expenses on the cruise, didn't you? So if you have a valid credit card, you don't need to buy the ticket. You can just go straight into the train station or to the underground station and just use there, tap your card, your credit card. Just as a quick call of attention, when you tap your card, you'll need to tap the card, a different card for each member of your group, because you will need to tap the credit card both on the beginning of the trip as well as on the end of the trip. The location we are is over here. We are at this moment in Terreiro do Passo. Like I mentioned, we could go in either of these two train stations, which is Terreiro do Passo and Santa Apollonia. If you forget, just think Blue Line and last train station, which is Santa Apollonia. Okay, that's when you return to the ship. That's the underground station you need to go. Now, for the two big shopping malls, actually all the three shopping malls, you can have access through the Blue Line. You don't need to do any other Blue Lines. So I would recommend this train station here, Colégio Militar Luz, which is for the biggest shopping mall we have in Lisbon. It's called Centro Comercial Colombo. Another one that you go, which is quite posh, which is El Corte Inglés, and you can find it here at this train station, Sao Sebastiao. By the way, Sao Sebastiao is, if you need to go to the airport, you get there the red line. And then the other one that you can also get is Marquês de Pombal. And then you do need a little walk to go to another shopping mall, which is called Amoreiras. That is more exclusive than the Colombo, not as high as the El Corte Inglés. So this gives you three shopping mall options, which should be able to keep you entertained for this foggy day. And then you return back to the Blue Line. So we just arrived at Colégio Militar, and now you see here the exit that says to Centro Comercial Colombo. That's the shopping mall. So let's go. And yeah, we are at the entrance of the shopping mall, quite huge. It's kind of like a monument to consuming. Not that I want you to consume, but if we don't have anything better to do, it can be a good option for a port day. This place is huge, and it's still with the Christmas decorations. You can get the feeling for the dimension of this place. Really a monument to consuming. The traditional pastel nata can never fail in a Portuguese environment. Vista Alegre is definitely one of these shops that you want to visit from Portugal. It is ex libris of Portugal. It's got all the fine porcelain that you can see. So if you're looking for a souvenir, Vista Alegre will provide you. On the top floor is where you'll find a lot of restaurants. Of course, you got the American gourmet restaurant here behind me. But let me show you some pearls of Portuguese cuisine. The name of this restaurant is Serra da Estrela, which is the tallest mountain that we have in Portugal. So it's an adequate name for a Portuguese restaurant. And also a very typical one is the chicken we do in Algarve, and you'll find here, it's called frango da guia. And Portugal is probably the most traditional of the steakhouses in Lisbon. And we do the Portuguese steak a café, which is with coffee and with the egg on top. As usual, this is a short video, so I'm not going to show you all the shopping mall, because I just want you to know that it exists and you can do your shopping and find a ton of stuff. And now we just need to find our way to the next shopping mall, eh? I know, crazy shopping mall day. Well, we got the fog, or maybe the rain, so let's go. The next one, you know, again, it's the Blue Line. We still continue on the Blue Line, and we're going to the next train station. Is going to be Sao Sebastiao. You remember the train station where the Blue Line intersects with the red one, or where the red one starts? Okay, here I exit Sao Sebastiao, as you see, and it is so convenient, this train station, at least for who's going to the shopping mall, because look at this. Here it starts. Let's get and show you a little bit. Here I am. And us Portuguese and food everywhere. Yeah, you see leitão, which is suckling pig, and we roast it. Okay? The Spanish have it very famous, the Segovia suckling pig. You should try the Portuguese one. The Portuguese one is way, way, way better. When we get out of the underground, we are at the bottom layer, or the lowest level, which is the one where the restaurants and the supermarket is. Looks like we are at the buffet stop of the cruise ship, doesn't it? I'll just go a few levels above so that we can see how it looks like. After a while, I must confess, I get nervous of so much shopping. Oh, my wallet, I'm going to spend all my money. So let me just get out a bit and check how the weather is. Wow, looks like the fog has lifted. It looks so much better. So maybe we can do something now as opposed to going to the third shopping mall.